NCRIB wọ́n celebrate 60 years lẹ́ni. Kí lorúkọ yín dà?
Babajide Jaye Oba.
Babajide Jaye Oba, and you're so filled with so much culture, sir.
You said what?
You are filled with so much culture. You're looking very, very good with your cultural outfit.
Thank you very much.
All right. So, Daddy, 60 years. Àwọn ìgbésẹ̀ wo ni wọ́n ti gbé? Àwọn ohun mèremère wo gan ni wọ́n ti ṣe ní NCRIB ti ṣe? Tó fi máa ní okay, àwọn pé 60 years.
Jẹ́ kí n padà sẹ́yìn díẹ̀. Can I speak Yoruba?
Of course you can, sir.
Blasphemy ni mo fẹ́ sọ. Because insurance is the next thing to Almighty God. Why do I say so? It's the only thing that guarantees tomorrow like God does. I'm in insurance today because I had an accident. 1971 in UK. I was driving on Turnpike Lane while a car ran into the back of my car. And since then I had cervical spondylosis.
Wow, so sorry, sir.
And when I had the claim on Saturday, when I had the accident on Saturday, I pursued the claim on Monday. And straight away I got the claim in my hand. And I said, oh my God, what is this? Is there anything that guarantees tomorrow? Insurance. And that was why I left my mathematics.
Mathematics?
Yeah. To come into insurance. I came back here in 1982. What do? Let's be a broker. I'm probably the only broker in Nigeria that never worked in an insurance industry.
Wow.
But started brokerage right away because I have the ability to talk to people. Come and enjoy this, come and enjoy this, come and enjoy that. And compulsorily, you have to be a member of NCRIB.
Of course.
As a member of the NCRIB, so I'm proud to go out and talk to anybody. And NCRIB has given us the cover to make sure we are protected in doing our businesses.
Wow.
Go to anybody, I'm an NCRIB member, you are respected. But a very big but. To a certain extent, we are mushroom types. Small brokerages. Simply because Nigerians generally, we don't trust ourselves. I wish we can be 4, 5, 6, 7. We come together. For instance, in my brokerage, I've been existing since 1984. Because of age, almost 87 now, it's falling. But if I have younger people who can come in and join me, maybe we might be bigger because everybody has a contact. There's nobody who has no contact. If, for instance, Obasanjo is my contact, yours might be your classmate. Your classmate has relationship with others, so we can get businesses here and there. As a broker, we expand the market. We are the ones who have the technical knowledge and protect the interests of the insured.
Thank you very much.
So as NCRIB, I thank God I'm a member of it.
He's thanking God he's actually a member of NCRIB. Thank you very much, sir.
We sat at home for weeks, for months, and at the beginning we were happy, especially those that don't pay salaries. Those that receive salaries were happy staying at home. After 4 weeks, 6 weeks, 2 months, everybody started itching to go back to work. So, the few companies that have learned the art of working virtually, they were assigned to the bank. The few of us that really took our email anywhere we were on our phone, tablets, and computer, we managed a bit. Some people fell by the wayside. And of course, COVID-19 became a blessing to the economy of the world. It taught us how to do the same thing in new ways, and be on the Japa syndrome. All our youngsters are traveling abroad, looking and seeking the golden fleece. As small as we are in Buff and Co. We've lost 3 members of staff to the UK this year alone. A friend of mine, a legal firm, employed 33 new lawyers in January. Today, there are only 2 of the 33 left. 31 of them have jackpot. To me, it's a blessing in disguise. It would give the opportunity for young ones. Look at what is happening in the health sector today. All those doctors that Andrewed after we finished university, you remember the Andrew syndrome? Many of them are back in Nigeria, setting up outstanding hospitals with state-of-the-art equipment. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? The Andrews of yesteryears have brought back good things for their country. So those that want to japa, let them japa. In the future, Nigeria will be better for it. But guess what? Like I said, the opportunities for those new ones coming on, all of us must invest humongously on staff training and retraining.
So, a lot of the issues we've already talked about, but in my own opinion, and this again was referred to by the President in his opening remark, the welcome remark he made earlier, and that is the fact that all over the world, usually what we observe is that banking is a weaker cousin of insurance. But the reverse is what we have in Nigeria. And the question is, how do we reverse that? How do we reverse that? And of course, like the President mentioned also, reminding us about the fundamental role of insurance in growing the economy and also achieving the major expectations we have for the society to develop. Then we see clearly there that insurance deepening, and this is my own opinion, that brokers have 2 major roles to play in that process. Number 1 is to recognize that brokers are market makers. And when you make markets, it means the 2 sides to a relationship in that market, you interface with them. And that means for the underwriters, you provide value that they can practically put their fingers on, and so they therefore want to do more business with you. On the other hand, the insured as well need information, and we need to deliver value to them. So constantly, we keep in mind that fundamental role of market making. Now, secondly, I want to also draw our attention to the fact that the insurance industry is deepening, and all the expectations we have, the major metrics for measuring that sector, will never improve until brokers as major players in that sector excite the market. That means the excitement for the market will come from you, not necessarily from the underwriters or from the regulators, but as market makers, the real powering of the economy will come from you. And I say that from my experience in banking. You know, my career was in banking before I now came into business consulting generally. So when we talk about market making in banking, that means you now, putting you in context as a broker, you will. And I'm happy that my very good friend, Jide made reference to that. Anytime I see a celebration of an anniversary, 60 years, it tells me 2 things. There is the past 60 years, we are celebrating achievements. Then we should also begin to think about 60 years' time. So what do we want to see change in the sector, in the industry? Very well defined and separated by the Commissioner of Insurance in our informal conversation before this event started. So what do we see happening to this sector in the next 60 years? Of course, I don't imagine, in fact, I don't pray for it that I'll be alive in 60 years' time, given my age today. All right? Which means if we are looking at what needs to change in the sector and in the industry to make it better and bigger, we will not necessarily be the ones in particular as individuals that will be in it. But we are laying the framework and all the hard work that needs to be done to build a better future for insurance in Nigeria. And that is the note on which I want to conclude my intervention. Because of our time, again, and not to repeat what others have said, I want to say a very big thank you to the President and the Council for having me be a part of this. Thank you so very much. God bless you.
Thank you, Dr. Biodro. The core department, that was how I got to know Barrister Rotimi, wonderful gentleman. And so I became a friend of insurance, because I learned some things, a lot of it usually come on my table for approval or for further recommendation to the Honorable Commissioner for Finance. And from the paper I was listening, and it has been exhaustively discussed, but I will only talk about which was not emphasized, which is the awareness and sensitization. A lot of Nigerians are unaware of the benefit of insurance. I wasn't too until I resumed in Ministry of Finance and I met the like of Oluwole and Akitunde. And I begin to appreciate. And I have a lot of insurance policies now. Within 6-7 months I've been there. So you need to create awareness about the importance of insurance to the people. 60 years ago, when the level of education was low, we may say, well, just few people get to go to school, but now we have a lot of graduates out there. So a lot of investment should be made in the area of sensitization and awareness about the importance of insurance. For example, the NSAS, it was not foreseen. It happened suddenly. And thank God for the insurance industry. You know, they bailed the state government out. Because we receive a huge compensation from our underwriters, and kudos to our broker who made it possible. That's Barrister do the super lead. He insure his property, and they say it can't happen, but unfortunately it's happening, especially nowadays. So you need to create awareness and sensitize people about insurance. And our discusser, Mr. Agbeja, has mentioned social media is for all. It's for all. Every one of us, the young, the fairly young, and the old, is for everybody.
So we're still here and we're still learning so much. So right now I'm with Mr. Chijioke Unwa for Crystal and Diamond Insurance Brokers, looking very, very stunning and handsome in his white attire. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon to you.
All right. So it is the NCRIB 60 years. What have we achieved so far for 60 years?
Well, NCRIB has come a long way in 60 years, trying to, be a pace setter in conducting the professional intermediaries on how to carry out this business. I think they've done very well over the past 60 years, but I think there's still a lot to achieve based on the paper presented by Tony Elumelu. See the way he marshal out those areas that we need to make us so that we can be at par with our contemporaries internationally. Yeah.
Okay. Let's say Crystal and Diamond. How do you stand out? How does your own insurance broker stand out?
Well, if you look at our motto, we said where others neglected. Certain little things that other people don't take notice of are where our strong point. And our relationship, we believe in professionalism and customer satisfaction. And that we've been doing very well, at least in the last 12 years of the existence of the company. Yeah.
Thank you very much for having you, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it. God bless you. Thank you.
All right, so I'm now with the beautiful woman here, Margaret Moore, Mrs. Margaret Moore, Mega what?
Trust Insurance.
Yes, Mega Trust Insurance Broker, CEO. She's been doing so well, and also, she's looking very, very fab. So, Ma, can we have you? 60 years of great achievements. What are these achievements, Ma?
Insurance has come a long way in our industry. Insurance, as you know, is not like let's say the banking services, because people spend on insurance from their residual income, but they should know that insurance should actually take a center stage, because insurance restores you to the position you were before any loss. Unlike in the banking industry, where it's what you put in that you get out. In insurance, if you are insured and you have any mishap, maybe a car accident, fire damage or something, you'll be restored back to the position you were. And insurance of today is not like insurance of 50 years ago, because right now insurance companies are well capitalized. They operate with capital base of, some insurance companies operate with capital base of well over 10 billion, 20 billion, 30 billion, and then we are highly regulated by National Insurance Commission. So insurance is no longer a child's play. An insurer cannot have a claim and refuse to pay. In fact, you pay to advertise yourself. To show the public that you can pay your claims. What we sell is promise. It's only when you pay that it will be obvious that you have really sold something.
Thank you very much, Ma, for having me.
Thank you.
Zarobak TV.
Thank you. And may I also add that I'm also the president of the Women in Insurance. We call ourselves Professional Insurance Ladies Association. Yeah.
Thank you very much, Ma. All right, so NCRIB is still celebrating 60 good years, and I have with me Mr. Lawrence in the building, looking so corporate. Good afternoon, sir.
Good afternoon, madam.
All right, so Mr. Lawrence, your CEO too.
Trustville Insurance Brokers.
Okay. All right, so 60 good years. What are the achievements so far?
We thank God for the 60 years anniversary of this council. We will thank our fathers in the industry that they made it possible for us even to achieve this goal. The achievement so far is that, insurance has been, in the olden days, people have taken insurance to be 419 now, or you just consume premium without making payment claims. But it's not like that. Nowadays, we have, within the twinkle of an eye, if you have a claim and you have a supporting document, within a day or two, believe me, 24 hours, you collect your claim. It's unlike before, whereby there's no knowledge about insurance. People are knowledgeable, people are wiser, and there is competition in the industry. If we don't pay claim, the news will go around, and whereby unless we will be left out in the industry. So there are a lot of improvement in that. And we are trying to, as we discussed in our lecture here, we discuss past 60 years, and we are looking forward to what is going to happen. Though we may not be around in the next 60 years, but we are laying this foundation, good foundation for years, for those that are coming up. We're going to school, secondary school, universities, to educate people to take insurance as career. And this is our achievement, and we thank God for that.
May God help you, sir.
Amen.
For having you, Mr. Lawrence.
Thank you very much, madam. God bless you.
All right, so I have Mr. Siri Etuke, CEO to Risk Manager Insurance Broker. So he's doing very, very well, and of course, he's in the building as well. So we are celebrating 60 years of great works. Can you point can you just point to one that you have done so far that is actually making wave right about now in the insurance broking industry?
You mean NCRIB itself? Well, first of all, let's start with the launching of the colloquium.
Okay.
Very serious. That comprises all the list of insurance brokers in Nigeria. So you can, if you get the book, you can go in there and, you see the registered brokers, you choose which one you want to use. That by itself is an achievement. And getting us together to know that brokers is now a professional, is a profession. Okay, not just agents. Okay, these are corporate intermediaries, okay, that you can rely on to place your insurance business, to advise you well when it comes to insurance. That is, and NCRIB has been maintaining this over the years, over the 60 years, and it keeps on improving, okay? That is culminating in the launching of the colloquium. So it's a big achievement, and I give kudos to the president of NCRIB, Barrister Rotimi. He's been doing,
All right. So how do you stand out from all international brokers? You yourself as a CEO.
How do I stand out?
Yes. How does risk
Manager. This manager is a young insurance brokerage firm, so he's growing. Okay, he's not yet at the level of standing out in an international.
see that happening?
Sure. The way we are building up and getting, it will soon be.
Thank you very much, sir.
Thank you very much. I appreciate it.
For our library and the associated costs of acquisition will be delivered to NCRIB.
Thank you, Commissioner. Let's put our hands together for the Commissioner for Insurance. Ladies and gentlemen, I am still on this role, and of course, for those that have, before now we have written letters to some of the people in this hall, and if we've written letters to you, there are some of, if you need to indicate, we have people with commitment forms that will take it round. But let me just go ahead with the presentations. I'd like to call on the GMD of Name Insurance.
I will now be using my second hat, which is Old Mutual. So on behalf of Old Mutual Nigeria, I will be buying 5 copies of this book for 500,000. Thank you.
Thank you. Thank you.
Our dear respected elders and distinguished colleagues, also permit me to stand on existing protocol. I think first and foremost, I want to queue behind our continental president. For us whose companies are quoted on the floor, it's always really very difficult. We launched this compendium, and that I will fill the necessary papers and hand over the necessary financial contribution. But then I think I stand here on my personal ground as well, and as one who started in this industry from the broking industry or sector, I recall I spent up to 18 years here, and so it's indeed a thing of pride, and this book will be good for my own library, and so I will personally do a 250 for just one copy. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Thank you, ladies and gentlemen. Next, I would like to call Prince Dr. Feisha.
So with me here is Prince Dr. Feisha Yoshoyewa, looking very good in his white agbada. Sir, it is the NCRIB 60 years. What are the achievements so far, sir?
Well, they're too numerous for me to start to reel out. Too numerous. We have come a long way from a body of about 6 members when it started, and we are now over 500. And we have so many things that we can point out as achievements for NCRIB. So this 60th anniversary is worth celebrating. Even from 50th anniversary, 10 years ago, we have moved further from 50th anniversary to 60th. And we have, the list is endless. It's endless. We thank God.
All right, so for the launching, you took 2 good books for 500,000. What's the motivation behind this?
Well, if I could afford more, I should have paid more than that.
Wow.
Because there is no today without yesterday. Yes. So we are looking at where we are coming from, where we are now, and we are looking also at where we want to be in another 10 years, in another 20 years. So it's enough for us, especially as a past president, those of us that are involved in laying the foundation on which the present leadership are building. It is exciting that during our lifetime, a lot of beautiful things are happening.
Thank you very much for having you here, sir.
Thank you too. It's my pleasure. God bless you.
All right, so I'm with Mr. Babaji. They're looking very, very handsome and posh. All right, so it's the NCRIB 60 years. Kini àwọn achievements what you achieved so far? For you to say, okay, we're 60 years, we're celebrating 60 years.
It's really a great stride that we're taking today, because NCRIB at 60, we've been together now for 60 years. And as a team, I was past president. I was president 2005 to 2007. And all we tried to do was to ensure that we deal professionally, provide quality service, and provide it in a timeous manner. Insurance brokers are totally misunderstood. Many people don't know what brokers are. People phone me when they want to buy shares. They think they are stockbrokers. Wow. And I said, no, I refer them to my stockbroker. But as insurance broker, our role purely is we are consultants to the clients. We advise you on the best type of cover to buy for the kind of business you're doing. So we are an integral part of the insurance industry. So that's what we do. Yes.
So that was amazing what you did on stage, donating and all that. What's the motivation behind that?
Simple motivation is NCRIB must continue to succeed. That's the main reason. We've written a book. That book must be read. About 10 copies I'm going to give to my 5 of my top 5 clients, and I'm going to place 1 copy in each branch that we have. So that's my plan. The idea is to encourage NCRIB to continue to excel and to succeed, because we have so many young brokers coming up. They must aspire to succeed. That's the whole aim.
So aspiring to succeed is the OM. Thank you so much, sir. Thanks for having me.
Thank you very much, my dear.
So I'm with Barrister Benjamin Olumide Fatogun here, and he is with the NCRIB.
Yeah, we came here for the 60-year anniversary of the NCRIB, which I've been part of for over 40 years now. Right, a broker. My career has been in broking, even though I also have a legal background. Yes.
Thank you very much, sir. So 60 years, what are the achievements so far?
You mean the industry itself? Yes. Oh yeah, the insurance broking industry has been very, very effective. We've been the real twisting iron, making things work. Insurance brokers are actually the first line, that people know, people see, and we're the ones that is, the grease really twisting the elbows, So we are really there. We are the ones making everything thick,
Wow.
We are over 500.
Wow.
And we are well spread out, We are spread out. And so we're happy to be here. 60 years in the life of somebody, it's a long time. And then in the life of an organization, it's really a milestone, you know.
Thanks very much for having you.
Thank you very much. We're happy to see you. We appreciate you.
All right, so I have with me Mr. Rotimi, a dude looking very, very handsome in his outfit. All right, for the NCRMB for 60 years, good 60 years, what's the great achievement behind this?
Well, this is to complement the hard and good job that our doyens, our past presidents, have all put into the existence of this institution. So it's my joy that we are celebrating the 60th anniversary, and what this portends is that we are an institution that has come to stay, an institution that is ready to drive insurance for our people. And I'm sure that at the end of the day, insurance will become a household name and people will get the benefits as, projected.
All right, thank you very much. So you are a CEO to
Quick Link Insurance Brokers.
Wow.
And I'm also the president and chairman of the board of the Council of Registered Insurance Brokers.
All right, so what made Quick Link Insurance stand out from every other insurance brokers?
Honestly, it is service.
Service. Wow.
Service.
That's just it.
Service.
Thank you very much for having you, sir, Mr. Rotimi. This is Arobak TV.
Thank you.
I have with me Mr. Adaramola, the CEO of NCRIB, and we're actually celebrating 60 good years. So what's the motivation behind this?
Well, the motivation behind it is for us to put perspective to history. Because this was an association, this professional body started out as an association of few early professionals in 1962. And they've waded through the thick and thin, the bumpy challenges of history to mark 60 this year. And we just feel that for an association that started like the literary mustard seed, growing to become an Iroko tree, so to speak, today, is worthy of celebration.
Thank you very much, sir. So after 60 years, what do we expect now?
Well, what you expect after 60 years is a renewal of professional strength,
okay,
a renewal of ethics, a renewal of strategic engagement with all relevant stakeholders. And part of it is what you see that we are premiered today by bringing in one of the global icons in the person of Mr. Tony Elumelu. And we're reaching out more, to such eminent personalities and institutions, not only in Nigeria, but also across the shores of the country.
Thanks for having you, sir, Mr. Daramola.
Thank you very much. My pleasure. Great job. God bless you.